In this video, we're going to take a look at the forum activity in Moodle. Forum is a great way to have an extended discussion with your students. In other words, you can start a discussion in class, continue that discussion that night, the next evening, a week from then, a month from then. It's a really nice way to catalog a deeper discussion than, say, chat, which is more of a quick kind of discussion that your students might have back and forth. Forum also allows you an HTML editor, which means that you can add web links, you can add pictures and video. There is an issue with embedding with Forum at this time, but you can really do a lot of different things with it. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like. First thing I'm going to do is click Turn Editing On. And from the Add an Activity drop-down menu, I'm going to select Forum. Like with most things in Moodle, I'm going to go ahead and give it a name. I'm just going to call this one Sample Forum. In the forum introduction, I would give my instructions. For example, if it was, please make one post and respond to 3 posts, I could put my essential question or my learning objective here, because this is going to be something that's going to show up and be prominent for the students when they wind up addressing the forum. Notice you have an HTML editor here as well, so you can get dynamic in the way that you ask questions. So it's a good tool. Okay. As I scroll down, I'm going to address one thing before I do that actually, and that's forum type. There are several different forum types that you have with Moodle. One is just a standard forum where students are in there, they're posting back and forth to each person's discussion. There's a Q&A forum, this one right here, where if you're concerned about students just kind of mimicking or mirroring what other students have said, you can set this up this way to where they have to make their own post first before they can see what other people have posted. With each person post one discussion, they'll have to start a discussion topic, and basically it's kind of a place for them to say what their ideas were. Standard forum displayed in blog-like format is just kind of a way to make it more social and keep kind of a blog look to it, if you will. Okay, so in this case I'm going to choose a single simple discussion. With this one, there would just be one discussion topic, and that'd be followed through. Okay, so for forum introduction, I'm going to put sample instructions. We'll just leave that right there. Okay, some of these things you can skip because forum is really used a lot for telecourses where teachers are not seeing their students at all. So with these optional subscriptions and such, just leave that as it is, because you're going to be working with your students directly to guide them through this forum. Okay. One thing you do want to change is the maximum attachment size. I always set this to the largest, just in case. Like we mentioned earlier, you can attach different files and videos and things of that nature to a forum post. Maximum number of attachments can be set here. Okay, another nice feature of this is post threshold for blocking. If you leave this to don't block, then people will just be able to post as many times as they want, just pretty standard. If you use the post threshold for blocking and say set it to 5, a student will only be allowed to post 5 times. Once they hit that 5th time, depending on what you have said here, they will be blocked from posting for a day or whatever it might be. You can also give them a warning. So let's say your threshold is 5 and they get to 3. You can indicate to them, it will indicate to them that if you post 2 more times, you'll be blocked for a day or whatever it might be. It's just, I think, to kind of help slow down the discussion, make sure that the whatever the students are putting there is quality, and not kind of just jumping all over the forum. Okay, ratings. You can grade forum posts in Moodle. It's default to no ratings, but I can select an average, a count, maximum, minimum, or a sum. For scale, you have a number of options here in terms of how you want to set it: satisfactory, star ratings, and a 1 to 100 point system. If I select restrict ratings to items with dates within this range, we can have a longer discussion, but I'm really only grading the first or the last part, maybe to see how a student has progressed in their thought on this particular item. And if you wanted to use groups, this is where you'd set those settings right there. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save and Return to Course. And there's my sample forum. I'm going to go ahead and turn editing off. To participate in the forum, all a student needs to do is click on the forum. And you can just begin to add items from here. So in this case, because I'm using this one discussion topic, it's just going to be continuously replying to the instructions. Okay. I can change how the order in which the replies come up, but again, because I chose a single discussion, it's just going to be this one discussion all the way through. Had I chosen a different discussion, this part would look different. So let's go ahead and show you what one of those looks like. I have a forum discussion. Where people have already participated, and in this one the students were able to add multiple discussion topics. So we have one topic right here, discussion topics located in this column. If I click here, I can see the conversation. I can see number of replies, and if I click on replies, on the number itself, I mean, I'm going to see those replies come up. It's another way to get to it. If I get to the point where I have 100 different replies, I can click Show Parent, and it'll take me back up to the top. Okay. So forum is a great way to allow students to have a longer type discussion about a topic.